What's up out there? In this entry in the Off the Shelf series, we're going to take a look at Chains of Fury. This came out of complete nowhere. So the backstory with this was a game I backed on Kickstarter back in 2021. I've got a video up on the channel from a couple years ago that shows the backer demo that we got, or a little portion of it. And I really liked the backer demo. I like the concept of this. They mentioned as inspirations for this, one of the inspirations was Lobo, the comic book from the 90s. I loved Lobo. That's my style of humor. I just loved it. So when they referenced that for this, I said, yeah, I got to back that. So I backed it. We got our backer demo, tried it out. I put a video up on the channel for it. The game kind of went silent for a little while. And then we got an email saying something about they had publisher issues at the time. I don't remember who their original publisher was, but eventually we got an email that said they wrestled their game out of the publisher's hands, whoever they had at that point in time. This was like a year or two ago, something like that. And they were continuing forward, all was good. And then it just went silent. Didn't hear anything more for a while, and I kind of forgot about the game until the other day. I was sitting there and I get an email that says, hey, we've released Chains of Fury into early access. I was like, really? Cool. So they are back in full with the early access release. This is developed by Cobble Games, published by Fulcrum Publishing, which we'll get back to in a second. This is in early access. It was released September 16th, 2024. It is priced at $9.99 and on sale for $8.99 at the time I made my notes the other day. I don't know if it's still on sale today, but that's the prices for it. There is no demo. There are some reviews on Steam, but not too many of them yet, so it doesn't... At the time I looked, I think there was only like 6 or 7 reviews, so not much out there yet. But like I said, I backed this in Kickstarter. My name shows up in the credits, so I have a vested interest that this game needs to be good. I'm hopeful for it anyway. And what I see in this is it's polished to play, but it's definitely early access. There are some issues. They've put out 1, possibly 2 patches. I saw in the Steam news today, I think it was. They've got a second patch either coming or already out. I didn't catch which one it was, but they've fixed a couple of the things that I noticed. There was some barrels not exploding when you go into Fury mode and stuff like that. But, they are actively developing this and they are working on it. There's, I think, 8 sections, whatever they call them, in this currently. There's more to come, as I understand it, but there is 8 currently in what we've got here. I am only in the first one. I suck and I haven't gotten through it yet. But let's go back to talk about Fulcrum Publishing for a minute. That's who's publishing this now, and I didn't realize who they were, but I own a lot of their games. And looking at the list of stuff that they have Hands of Necromancy 1 and 2, which I've got the first one, but not the second one. Wrath, Aeon of Ruin, I've definitely bought that. I bought Graven. They've got Forgive Me Father 1 and 2. Part 1 is out. I can't remember which. I think Wrath and Graven might both be out now. Forgive Me Father 1 is definitely out. Forgive Me Father 2 is in early access. I own that one as well. I do not own Diluvian Ultra. I do own Hyperviolent. I do own Dread Templar. Hyperviolent is in early access. Dread Templar was in early access. I think it might have released out of it. And then they also created Viscera Fest. I don't think I have Viscera Fest either, but I almost own every one of the first-person shooters that they've published. So I was like, cool. Hopefully, Cobble Games and Chains of Fury are in good hands with Fulcrum Publishing. It seems to, because they've got a lot of other games that I resonate with and like. So let me start a new game, throw this on normal, and I'm going to chuck myself up in the top. These guys got to be around my age because there's Sonic the Hedgehog, there's Blood. I know it says Flood, but that's like a meme for a nod back to the Blood game, with the hand on it, the old shooter from the 90s, the original Doom. Serious Sam, God, I love some Serious Sam. That was a great game. Project Warlock, I've got that. Old Pac-Man, Space Invaders. You got Painkiller. That's a series I own. I bought them on Steam. I've only played like the first game for a little bit. I haven't played them all yet. Unless this is actually referencing the comic book that is for something else. I'm not sure. But I know Painkiller is a first-person shooter. The thing that I thought was funny is, well, that's an Xbox, but that's either a Commodore VIC-20 or a Commodore 64. I can't jump in here, and I can't quite tell. I think the way you could tell was whether these 4 keys off the side were like light beige or dark gray. I think the dark gray one was the Commodore 64, and the VIC-20 was the light beige. My dad had a VIC-20. That's why I know so much about that thing. He used to play a little text-based game called The Count on that thing. You had to go type out look, and you had to type words. There was no graphics. It was all text-based. It was really cool. So it's like total memory lane going in here. But anyway, what you're here for is the game itself, which you come over to this shelf and you select this. Now they've got 28 on here. If I select this, there's chapter 1, issue 1. So I assume that's issue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which I think that means, if I'm reading this correctly, there's 28 total once early access is done. I assume that's what that means. We get the first 8 in this. I'm assuming. But you select this, you click start. There's this little nice little comic book sequence. Like, this is all well done here. I love the aesthetics of this. The gameplay is smooth. I will say that if you see screen tearing in the video, that is my other PC and capture card that causes that. I did some recording the other day, and I think it was doing some screen tearing. That is not showing up on my gaming PC. So take that with a grain of salt. The old Duke Nukem picture here with this dude's face on it. And this, in that room, dropping down into here, is exactly how the original backer demo started. You jumped this, you crouched under that. I don't remember if that door was the same or not. But here's where things start to deviate a little bit. And I don't remember exactly, like, this is not how that was. I don't remember this being that way. So things from this point forward are different than the original demo that we saw as backers. I think that's the alien ship from the original Alien movie. I don't know what Visit Acheron means, unless it's just like a little buzz thing on here, but that's like the mining ship from the original Alien. But this is basically what you get out of it. You get to boot things into the fans and kick doors into things. Oh, I missed. Glanced it off of him. Let's get this guy. Boom. Oh, we didn't. We missed again. Nice bloody death scenes. And we do get guns at some point. Don't have them now. Is there anything else I got to kill up here? This guy. Blast him. There are a ton of secrets. Like, you can bust through this door or wall there. There's like nothing really exciting back there. Just some treasure or whatever. Probably should go collect it, but I'll just buzz through here real fast to give you an idea what the combat's like. I think the game is pretty fun myself, and I like the aesthetics of it. We've got points where we can claim a pistol, so if we go to the armory, we can equip that and go back into here. The thing I don't like about it is, in most shooters, boomer shooters, or whatever you want to call them, you mouse wheel up to go up through the different weapons and down to go back down through the different weapons. Here, you just mouse wheel up, and that's what switches. So I just push forward to swap. I don't like that. I kind of wished it would go back and forth so you could roll up from fist to pistol to shotgun and then back down again. I wish that would do that. I don't think there's controls to change that in here. Switch weapon, positive scroll wheel. See, that's, I wished you could do up and down on the wheel, not just up. So we're about to build our Fury meter up as we blast this stuff here. Don't quite, oh, maybe they're going to give it to me. But once you get your Fury meter built up, we're going to get into a big fight here. Let's see. Can I hit it yet? No. So once you get the Fury meter built up, you hit the R button, give them the finger, and just start blasting. I don't think you run through ammo in here. I know one of the patches they put out was that barrel that was in here. While you're in Fury mode, I think that's what they were talking about. You couldn't explode the barrels while you were in Fury mode, but that was one of the things they patched a couple days ago. So they know there's some bugs in here, and it's early access. They're looking for people to play test. It sounds like they might have had to rush to get this out. There's like a Boomer Fest or something like that. I don't know if it's a Fulcrum Publishing thing or what, but there was like a Boomer Shooter something or other. Like a bunch of games on sale on Steam, basically. And I think they must have been trying to get ready for that. That's what I'm assuming. But again, I'm not sure where the original levels from the original demo come in. That's what I'm really looking forward to seeing. Let's see. I guess we're going to have to kill these things. Ladder's a little bit rough. Oh, there's a lot of guys down here. All right, we're going to have to deal with this. Probably didn't want to take myself out in the process. And it's a little janky on... A little janky. These little guys... and they did this in the original demo. They would get stuck in the wall sometimes too. I've noticed them. They get stuck in the wall here sometimes as well. Wish that was a little smoother on the ladder. And you'll notice that sometimes these guys don't fight immediately when you go in. Like you have to aggro them first, and they don't always hard aggro. Sometimes they'll just shoot once and then stare at you. So I mean, it's obviously in early access. It's got some room to grow. That's for sure. Probably didn't want to shoot that right yet. I don't want to hit R. I keep wanting to reload and hit R. Oh. Like this guy's not aggroing. I can kick him. He's still not aggroing. There's spikes you can throw monsters into back here. Shoot the wall out. But I'm glad that these guys got their game back, and I'm glad that we get to see this on its way over, because I like this. I thought it was a very cool concept. I mean, there's only so many different ways to do a shooter game, and when you can bash in a door and just shoot somebody over a urinal, I mean, you know, come on. There's greatness here. There is actual greatness here. But I love this. I love the style of it. I love the idea behind it. It really speaks to me. Oh, I missed. Should have hit him. Those robots were way tougher in the other demo, and you didn't see them. I think you didn't see them. There was like a storage or power plant or something like that. You didn't see them until then. Bash through here. We need to go see if I can get... Nope, I still don't have my shotgun yet. We're going to need to go in here. And yes, okay, we need to activate Fury mode. Then we can start blasting. So there's like little arenas in here that'll pop up every once in a while. You got to kill everything in the arena. Fury mode makes things so much easier. Don't have to worry about ammo and just blast away. I'm assuming I get hurt in here, but you can also back out if you need to. Go somewhere else for a minute, run out this way and go sit out. If you need a breather from this. Did we kill everything off? I think so. Yeah. So we come through here. Pop up this way. Oh, I should have just jumped up. I forgot. So what we need to do is jump over here. And this was a little janky to get out of too the other day, so they must have patched it to where that's easier, a little more opening in there. But jumping in and out of that was kind of rough. In it was not a problem. It was out that was the issue. There should be some bad guys down here. Burned him up. There is like this pools of acid, toxic pools or whatever. You don't want to step in those. But see, like, this thing's just standing there. Not even taking damage or whatever. That's where this needs some improvement, for sure. And it's definitely early access. I mean, there's no hiding that. But I'm hopeful that with Fulcrum Publishing, if these are a good publisher, and they definitely seem to be, as far as I can tell. Like I said, I own a lot of their games, and I've bought a lot of their games in early access that are now in full release, so I'm hoping that's a good sign for this. Robot's not dead yet. Robot is dead yet. Let's see. Can we go in here? Behead him. Guess there's nothing to go click on in here, is there? But this is Chains of Fury as it currently sits. I'm growing. The demo is growing on me. Let's just say that. I was a little bummed out when I first played this because it was not the same levels that I played before. All the artwork looks the same. Like this all looks just exactly the way it was. So I'm happy with this part of it. Well, with all that, but just, it was kind of a bummer to... Can we destroy that? It was kind of a bummer to not just immediately jump in and get into the levels that I was playing before. That was the thing that kind of bummed me out the most. Let's fire this off because there's this nasty green thing over here. I don't know if there's like headshots or anything in here. See if we can catch it in that. Where did he go? Did I just kick him off the map? I think I just kicked him off the map. Oh, alright, that thing's gone. So, yeah. This is Chains of Fury. Got the name right? Yeah. Keep wanting to say other things. So many other things than chains. I don't know why. Oh, we need to go up here. Reload. Go through here probably. But yeah, I think we've got enough of this. This just continues on through shooter after shooter section. We go in here, we can finally claim the shotgun, we can claim the power fister. Oh, you know what? I need to equip those. Put that on there. I did get some nice new toys to play with, so let's see. Can I... Oh, I got to push this lever. Hit the lever, kick the door open. Your knuckles with chains. Your knuckles with chains. So, I'm guessing that's this? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, now I understand. So you can go through and power fist away. You can latch onto these things. It's not showing the reticle. There it is. Alright. I got this the other day, but I wasn't quite sure how to make it work. And I had a rough time. This is the room that I sucked at climbing in. Can we punch this guy down? Nah, we ended up dying. So I ended up dying in that room. So at any rate, this is Chains of Fury. There's the name right in front of me. I am very hopeful for this game. I'm very glad to see that these guys have what appears to be a really good publisher after whatever issues they had. And I'm excited to see how this game goes forward. It is in early access. I will have a link down in the description below. It might be a little bit rough for a little while, but if it's interesting to you, throw it on your wish list, check it out, maybe purchase it or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care. I own it. And I am hopeful that this gets to be a really fun game as it goes. We'll probably check into it every once in a while, but this is Chains of Fury, and that's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.